Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve. Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
A podcast-only special edition of the program today, and we're going to go back to a favorite show of mine because it features Joseph Kearns on this episode of Jack Benny. This episode from April 3rd, 1955, as Ed comes up from the vault.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Rochester, Dennis Day, Bob Crosby, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight Jack Benny does another television show. But meanwhile, let's go out to Jack's home in Beverly Hills, where, even as you and I, Rochester is filling out his income tax.
Let's see. Name, Rochester Van Jones. Occupation, butler, chauffeur, cook, gardener, valet, masseur, window washer, and author of What to Do in Your Spare Time. Now, let's see. Enter your total wages.
Oh, hello, Rochester. What are you doing?
I'm filling out my income tax, Mr. Benny. It certainly is complicated.
Well, I'll help you with it if you'd like.
I sure would.
All right, let's see the form. Oh, Rochester, look at all the occupations you listed. You don't work that hard.
I don't, eh?
No.
I got housemaid's knee clear up to the hip.
What?
And at that point, middle-aged spread takes over.
Rochester, if you want me to help you, pay attention. Now, let's see, your income. What was your income last year?
Do I have to tell?
Certainly. Put down the salary I pay you.
Can I write it in red ink?
Red ink, why?
I want them to know I'm blushing.
Never mind. Now for the next question. List any extra monies you received as gratuities, gifts, or bonuses from your employer.
Oh, boss, calm down.
Look, Rochester, just finish your income tax, sign it, and mail it in. Look, and I'm going down to my vault to get some money. I owe Frankie Remley $10.
What for?
Oh, it was a silly thing. I bet him that he couldn't go a whole day without taking a drink of liquor.
And he won?
Yeah, just my luck. He sat on a rusty nail and got lockjaw. I'll be back in a few minutes, Rochester. Gee, it's dark in here. Here come my alligator. Yeah, I don't see Irving. He was sick last week. I hope that veterinarian I sent down made him feel better. Oh, there he is. Hi, Irving. Gee, he's fatter than ever. Come to think of it, I remember the veterinarian going down, but I don't remember him coming up. Oh, well, if I get a bill, I'll know he's all right. Well, here's the vault.
Halt! Who goes there, friend or foe?
Friend,
What's the password?
you can take it with you.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Benny.
Yes, how are you feeling, Ed?
Oh, I'm fine today, but yesterday I had a terrible fright.
Really?
Yes, it was just awful. I woke up and I couldn't see a thing.
Gee, what'd you do?
I cut my hair.
Well, I need some money, Ed. I'll have to open the safe. Let's see. The combination is right to 45, left to 60, back to 15, then left to 110. There. Say, Ed, did the alarm sound a little weaker than usual?
I'll tell you in a minute. I'm counting the dead gophers.
Oh, let's see. Here's a $10 bill. That'll take care of Remley. And I'm taking Mary to Romanoff's for dinner tomorrow, so I better take another $5. Yeah, I'll take 6. I might want dinner, too. Well, I better be going. So long, Ed.
Goodbye, Mr. Benny. Drop me a postcard now and then. Sometimes it gets lonesome.
Yeah. Say, Ed, how long have you been down here?
Oh, it's been years and years. I guess I sort of lost track.
Well...
But we can figure it out. Remember the day you brought me down here? It was your birthday. You were 38.
Gee, it's been that long, huh? Well, Ed, you can't stay down here forever. Have you ever thought of going up?
Yes, I have. When my time comes and Gabriel blows...
No, not that far up. Just upstairs, you know.
Upstairs? Oh, Mr. Benny, you're teasing me.
No, I'm not. See, you've been down here for years and years and years, and just for a little vacation, Ed, I'm going to take you up with me right now. Now, let's go, Ed. Now, follow me.
Oh, all right.
Be careful. Ed, what happened?
You forgot to unchain me.
Oh. There we are. Now, let's go. Right up the steps here. Are you coming, Ed?
Yeah, but I'm getting dizzy. I hope my nose doesn't bleed.
Oh, you'll be all right. Well, here we are, Ed. This is the library.
Say, Ooh.
What's the matter?
Something hurts my eyes.
Oh, you'll get used to it. It's the light from this lamp here.
Lamp?
Yes, you see, all the light comes from this little bulb. You see, it's filled with electricity.
Oh. Is Ben still flying that kite?
No, you don't understand, Ed. I'll explain it to you later. Right now, I want you to meet Rochester. Oh, Rochester!
Coming!
Now, Rochester, Ed may be hungry. Take him in the kitchen and show him the refrigerator.
Refrigerator?
That's something new, Ed.
Oh, I don't care. If I like it, I'll eat it.
Ed, you don't eat the refrigerator. You eat the things inside, you see. It's a place to store things like ham, cheese, steaks, caviar, and turkey.
Oh, is that what it's for?
Rochester.
You learn something new every day.
Don't be funny. You're only confusing Ed. And it's hard enough to explain. I'll get the door. You take Ed in the kitchen and get him something to eat. Coming.
Oh, hello, Jack.
Oh, hiya, Don. Come on in.
Okay. Come in, fellas.
Oh, you brought the Sportsmen with you. Hello, boys. So sick of that. Don. meant to call you. We're not having rehearsal until tomorrow.
Well, I heard about it, Jack, but the boys have prepared a very beautiful number for the show, and they'd like you to hear it right now. They're going out of town for a few days.
Oh, on business?
No. The boys took their wives fishing at Lake Mead last week, and they're going back there again.
Gee, I wish I could go. What are they going to fish for?
The tenor's wife, she fell out of the boat Wednesday.
Oh, well, then by all means, let's hear them sing. I mean, she must be awfully tired treading water. Go ahead, boys, will you?
Mr. Sandman, bring me a scheme. I'm tired of dreaming that same old dream. Each time I lie down, my mind relaxes until I think about those income taxes. Sandman, send me some plans to make enough dough to pay their demands. When you hear Jack Benny scream, believe me, Sandman, that is no dream. Mr. Sandman, it's light up time. Light up a Lucky, they're really sublime. Puff on a Lucky and you know the reason. No other cigarette is quite so pleasing. Sandman, you're sure to like the finer taste of a Lucky Strike. No, sir, man, it's not a dream. Luckies do taste better, taste so much better. So, Sandman, light up a Lucky, it's light up time.
Hey, that was very good, Don. Very good.
I think it'll sound fine on the show.
It certainly will. By the way, Don, I've got a surprise for you. You know, you've heard me talk about Ed, that nice old man who's been guarding my vault all these years.
Yes.
Well, a few minutes ago, I brought him upstairs, and I want you to meet him. Come on, he's in the kitchen with Rochester. Rochester, where's Ed?
He's in your bedroom lying down. He's exhausted.
Exhausted?
Yeah, I guess I showed him too much for one day.
What'd you show him?
The Esquire calendar.
Well, maybe the rest will do him good.
By the way, this being a podcast special, I don't have to worry about the cigarette ads or the music licensing. From April 3rd, 1955, Jack Benny. Now on Classic Radio Theater, we get back to April 3rd, 1955, and Jack Benny.
Oh, excuse me, Don. There's someone at the door. Mr. Sandman, send me a dream. Oh, hello, Dennis.
Hello, Mr. Benny. I just stopped by to ask you if it's all right if I miss rehearsal tomorrow.
And the Sportsmen aren't going to be there either. Well, I guess it's okay. Why do you want to miss rehearsal?
Well, I'm going to commit suicide.
Suicide? Again?
I may miss the broadcast, too.
Dennis.
Yeah?
Dennis, look at me.
Huh?
Now, all right, Dennis. I'll go along with you this time. Now, how are you going to commit suicide?
Well, I'm going to hang myself and take poison and jump off the roof and shoot myself.
Oh, I see. Now, Dennis, any one of those methods would kill you. Why are you going to do all of them?
My middle name is Westinghouse, and I want to be sure.
Hey, you know, that's a pretty good joke. Now, let's get serious and forget about suicide.
Yes, sir.
Now, what are you going to sing?
After I'm gone.
Cut that out! Dennis, you are without a doubt the silliest kid I've ever known in my life.
Oh, you're just mad because George Gable is younger than you are.
Well, he won't always be. Now, go ahead and sing, will you?
Hold me in your arms, dear, dream with me. to heart forever, lips entwined. I am yours and you're mine, all mine. Heaven wrote the music up above for our melody of
That was very good, Dennis Westinghouse Day. Now turn out the light in your mouth and go home, will you?
Yes, sir. Goodbye.
Well, I guess I better be running along too, Jack.
Boss!
What's the matter, Rochester?
Boss, it's Ed. He's gone.
What do you mean gone? He was just in my bedroom.
I know, but I went to bring him some milk and crackers, and he wasn't there.
Maybe he's wandering around the house somewhere.
That's what I thought at first, but then I saw that the door from the bedroom to the patio was wide open, and I traced his footsteps to the Coleman's fence.
Gee, I hope he didn't climb the fence.
He tried to, but I think the electricity discouraged him.
What?
His next few footsteps were 10 yards apart.
Gee, this is awful. Poor Ed, he's a confused man. He won't know what to do or where to go. We've got to find him.
No telling what could happen to him, Jack. We'd better get down to the police station.
You're right. Rocha, you stay here in case he comes back. Come on, Don, let's go.
Look, Mr. Benny, would you please relax? Believe me, we're doing everything we can to find your friend.
But, Sergeant, I'm worried. I'm nervous. We've been here 3 hours and nothing's happened.
Now, look, Jack, just quiet down and take it easy. I'm sure everything's going to be all right.
I hope so, Don. Gee, poor Ed lost in a big city like this, and it's all my fault.
Say, Mr. Benny.
Yes, Sergeant, yes.
Mr. Benny, it's a long shot, but they're bringing in the afternoon lineup, and your friend may be in it.
Oh, good. Where are they?
Here they come now. Well, Mr. Benny, can you identify anyone in this group?
All of them. That's my orchestra.
Your orchestra?
Yeah.
Okay, take them away!
Don't be late for rehearsal, fellas. It's the first time they've all had the same beat.
Look, Jack, we're not getting any place here. Why don't we try the Bureau of Missing Persons?
Hey, that's a good idea. Let's go. Do you know where the Missing Persons Bureau is, Don?
No, but it must be somewhere in this building. Maybe that judge would know.
The judge?
Yeah, that man over there in the robe.
Oh, yeah, I'll ask him. Pardon me, sir, but could you tell me if the Missing Persons Bureau is on this floor?
I don't know.
Well, is it upstairs?
I don't know.
Well, is it in this building?
I don't know!
Well, if you don't know anything, what are you doing in that robe?
I'm a test pilot for Lifebuoy, and I just took a shower.
Oh, say, Jack, there's the Missing Persons Bureau right across the hall.
Oh.
Look, there's no sense in the both of us going in there. I better stick with the desk sergeant we were talking to.
Okay, Don, I'll see you later. I wonder who's running this department. Oh, officer! Officer! Are you in charge of the Missing Persons Bureau?
No, Captain O'Shaughnessy is.
Well, I'd like to talk to him.
So would I. He's been missing for 3 weeks.
Oh, fine. Well, maybe you can help me. I want to report a missing person.
All right. Just have a seat.
Thank you.
Now, I want you to give me all the information you can, Mr. Benny.
Oh, you recognize me. I guess you must have seen me on TV.
Yes, I have.
Do you like me?
No.
Well, if you don't like me, why watch my program? Why torture yourself?
Yeah, I don't like me either.
Now, look, I didn't come here.
Excuse me. Hello? Yes, he's here. Here, it's for you, Mr. Sandman.
Mr. Sandman?
You put me to sleep.
Hello?
You can relax, boss. I found Ed, and he's all right.
You found him? Gee, that's wonderful news, Rochester. Where was he?
Hiding in a closet, frightened to death.
Why, what happened?
He went outside and he said he saw a red and yellow dragon eating up a lot of people.
A red and yellow dragon? What was it?
Just passengers getting on the Sunset bus.
Well, tell him not to be afraid, Rochester. I'm coming right home. Now, Ed, believe me, it wasn't a dragon. I've told you 5 times it was a bus that takes on people. It's a mode of transportation.
Transportation? I didn't see any horses.
Ed, they don't need horses anymore. They have motors. Now, look, Ed, calm down. I'm going to take you downtown. We'll go to a picture show. You'll enjoy that.
I'd rather not, Mr. Benny.
What?
I've seen enough. Would you please take me back down to the vault?
Ed, you want to go back to the vault so soon? Why?
Well, it's so peaceful and quiet down there. Everybody up here is in such a hurry, rushing around, all excited. There's noise and confusion. Oh, nobody seems to be really happy.
Look, Ed.
I like it down there in the vault, Mr. Benny. There's nothing to disturb me or frighten me. I'd like to go back.
Well, all right, Ed. Then, in case you ever want to come up again, just let me know, huh?
Thank you, but I don't think I will.
All right, Ed. Rochester, I'm going to take Ed back down to the vault.
Okay, boss. So long, Ed.
Goodbye, man.
Here we are, Ed. Let's go down. Ladies and gentlemen, the very best Easter gift of all is the support you give through Easter seals to children who need your help. These seals provide medical care, nursery centers, and many other things that are needed. So give and give generously to the Easter Seal Agency in your community, or send your contribution to crippled children, care of your local post office. Thank you.
Boss, where are you going?
I got to rush over to do my television show. You better get out the car.
We can't take the car, boss. It's being overhauled.
Well, what are we going to do?
Maybe we ought to take a cab.
No, we can take the red and yellow dragon. Stops right by the studio. Good night, folks. See you on TV.
The Jack Benny Show tonight was written by Milt Josephsberg, John Tackerberry, Hal Goldman, Al Gordon, and produced and transcribed by Hilliard Marks.
Filter smokers, true tobacco taste, real filtration, famous Tareyton quality. They're all yours when you smoke Filter Tip Tareyton. Filter Tip Tareyton gives you all the full, rich taste of Tareyton's quality tobacco and real filtration, too. Because Filter Tip Tareyton incorporates activated charcoal, renowned for its unusual powers of selective filtration. Look for the red, white, and blue stripes on the package. They identify Filter Tip Tareyton, the best in filtered smoking.
The Jack Benny program is brought to you by the American Tobacco Company, America's leading manufacturer of cigarettes.
April 3rd, 1955, Jack Benny on a special podcast edition of Classic Radio Theater with me, Wyatt Cox. Alrighty, I want to do something here that I haven't done because on our main show, we are carrying right now the Living God. We have preempted Lum and Abner for a couple of days here. I want to run a couple of episodes of Lum and Abner to close out this special podcast edition. Here's an episode from April 3rd, 1935. And you know how Lum and Abner are having issues with their eyeglasses because of this, what do I don't want to call them drummers because they're not drummers, but they're basically crooks. Let's listen to this episode of how they're dealing with their glasses. April 3rd, 1935.
Here we are, all ready to take you down to Pine Ridge for another visit with Lum and Abner, brought to you by the makers of Horlicks, the original malted milk. Before we go down to Pine Ridge, let me make a suggestion. When your youngsters ask for something to eat between meals, give them Horlicks malted milk tablets. As a test in Chicago schools recently showed, they are just the thing for hungry youngsters. Like Horlicks in powder form, they're wholesome and nourishing, yet very easy to digest. That's why they ward off hunger without spoiling appetites for regular meals. The test also showed that the children who ate them in mid-morning were better behaved and more alert than those who didn't. They liked them, too, better than candy, they said. So get a package of Horlicks tablets for these youngsters of yours. It'll solve your problem and do them a lot of good. A convenient flask costs only 10 cents, and they come in larger sizes, too. Your druggist keeps them in both natural and chocolate flavor. And now, let's see what's happening down in Pine Ridge. Well, Lum managed to raise the $200 yesterday to pay the city license, which was necessary before they could open their circus in Belleville. The show opened last night and will remain in Belleville the balance of the week. As we look in on Pine Ridge today, we find Grandpappy Spears down at the Jot 'em Down store. Dick Huddleston, who has been out of town for the past few days, has returned home and is over at the store looking for his old friends. Listen.
No, I don't know where they're at, Richard. You see, Abner ain't in the store no more, and Lum don't spend no time over here. That circus business takes up mighty nigh all his time.
Well, they're not traveling with the circus, are they?
No, but it keeps them busy trying to keep it opened up and all. Looks like they ain't had nothing but bad luck ever since they started it.
Well, I didn't think that circus idea was going to work out very well in the first place, Grandpap. They don't know nothing about the circus business.
Why, if they was to make any money out of it, they never would get none of it, with Squire Skimp in there managing things for 'em.
You mean to say that they've turned the whole thing over to Squire Skimp?
Why, sure, he's got full charge now.
Yeah, well, sir, I was afraid of that when I heard that they'd hired Squire to work for 'em.
Well, I tried to tell 'em, but they wouldn't listen to me. Lum thinks he knows it all, and Abner ain't got no more sense than to do what Lum tells him to.
Yeah, well, I just got back in town yesterday, but I heard they'd been doing pretty well with it.
Oh, they think they are. Yeah, they're telling it around that they're making money hand over fist, but that's just because they don't know no better.
Mm-hmm.
Lum mortgaged his store here yesterday. Borrowed $200 in there at the bank. I know in reason he'll lose that, too.
Borrowed $200 to put in the circus?
Yeah. I told him it was a mistake, but he wouldn't listen to me. He's bound and determined.
Well, what's he needing $200 for?
Why, they spent every nickel they had getting the circus moved to Belleville and got over there and found out they had to pay $200 city license before they could open up for business.
For goodness sake.
Some more Squire Skimp's management for you. You ought to found that out before he moved in there.
Why, sure he had. Yeah, they can't operate a circus, and it traveling around over the country, and them staying here in Pine Ridge.
I know.
They've got to be right there with it all the time.
Well, if you want my notions on it, Richard, they can't operate one whether they're there or whether they ain't. They don't know nothing about their circus business.
Why, no. They just haven't got the capital in the first place, Grandpa.
Got the what?
The capital. It takes money to run one of them things. Some weeks, why, they'll make money. And then there's going to be others when they lose it.
Yeah.
They've got to have some cash to fall back on.
Sure, and they ain't got it.
Why, no.
They say some weeks they'll make money, and then some weeks they'll lose it. Well, they done it right square backwards. Some weeks they lose it, but they ain't made none yet.
Well, they'll get in a good spot and probably make a little money, but they've got to have some cash reserve there to carry them over those weeks that they don't. That's what they've got to have.
Lum ain't even paid me my salary yet for 2 weeks of work here in the store.
Well, I wouldn't worry about that. Lum will pay you, Grandpa.
No, I never meant that. I'm just telling you how hard up they are.
Yeah. Well, if they'd have stayed with their store business here, well, they'd been a lot better off.
Of course they would. It's the only place they ever made any money is right here in this store.
Yeah.
Lum keeps both of them broke with these big ideas he gets in his head. He's always got some big scheme studied up to where they're going to get rich quick. He'd bankrupt the government in 2 weeks' time if they'd turn him loose.
Well, of course, they kind of got in the circus business, by accident. They owed Abner that debt here at the store, and he had to take the circus over to protect himself. And they got it cheap, too, dirt cheap.
I don't know, Dick. I don't believe a circus is cheap at any price. I know if somebody... Now, wait a minute. I believe that's Lum and Abner coming over here now. Yeah, coming down the road yonder. Just look, poking along there like they had all day.
Well, what's the matter with Abner there? Looks like Lum's leading him by the hand.
Well, he is, I reckon. Somebody's got to lead him.
Somebody's got to lead him?
Why, sure, he can't see nothing.
You mean he's having trouble with his eyes?
Trouble? He's blind as a bat, and Lum's my nigh as bad. Look there where he's walking.
Yeah, I just noticing that. He is walking funny. The way he picks up his feet there.
Yeah, walks like he's string haltered, don't he? Yeah, that's my nigh case of the blind leading the blind, except Lum can see a little. Them eyeglasses of his makes everything look about 10 times as big as it is.
By Jacks, Lum has got glasses on there. When did he start wearing them, Grandpa?
Oh, that's right. I reckon they bought them after you left. Why, some spectacle salesman come in here with the circus and sold Lum and Abner and Cedric all spectacles, and they just might nigh ruined their eyes with them. Fact is, he sold might nigh everybody in town a pair of them.
Yeah, well, I heard something about that this morning. Ezra Seastrunk come in the store over there and wanted to buy a whole case of headache medicine. Said his whole family had headaches for over a week now.
Yeah.
Come to find out that he'd bought new glasses from somebody for the whole family, children and all.
Yeah, that was the same feller. Ezra just lined the whole family up and told the feller to fit 'em all out in spectacles. Even that 2-month-old baby, little Herman, put a pair of nose glasses on him.
Well, that's ridiculous. I told Ezra so, too. That's something you got to be awful careful about. You're liable to ruin your children's eyes.
Why, he ought to been running plumb out of town. Just look there, coming in there. That ain't awful now.
Yeah, that's
Lum started trying to climb them steps 20 feet before he got to them.
Why, that's downright pitiful. Look at them.
Yes, sir. Now, there comes the owners of the Edwards and Peabody Circus. Ain't that a sight?
Well, hello there, fellas.
Well, howdy, howdy.
Who is it?
Hey, it's Dick and Grandpap.
Well, howdy, Dick. Glad to see you. I can't see you, but I'm glad you're back anyway.
Yeah, when'd you get in, Dick?
I got in late yesterday evening, Lum.
Have a nice trip?
Well, it wasn't much of a trip. Didn't see many of the sights. I was busy buying most of the time. Went in there to market, you know.
Yeah. Granny, you're looking fine. Growed some, ain't you?
Growed? No, I reckon not, Lum.
Why, you look half again as big to me. Well, I reckon it's these spectacles, though.
Yeah, me and Lum's got some new spectacles since you've been gone, Dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grandpap was just telling me about that. Yeah, it's a good thing we got him when we did, too. Our eyes just went bad all of a sudden, looks like.
Yeah, mine just failed me something wonderful for the last week.
Well, where did you fellas ever get the idea that you needed glasses in the first place? Why, that spectacle salesman told us we did.
Yeah, our eyes was in such bad shape, he could tell by just looking at us if we needed them.
Now, let me see those glasses of yours there, Lum.
Yeah, I can take them off for a minute. I don't want to be without them long, though. Might strain my eyes.
Yeah, we've got to be awful careful with our eyes.
Yeah, let him see them of yours, too, Abner.
Oh, yeah. Here, look at these, Dick. Wherever you're at, I can't tell.
Here he is, right here.
Oh, yeah, here. Now, wait a minute. Let me see these. For goodness sake, Lum, how long have you been wearing these things?
Why, ever since the feller sold them to me.
Well, it's a wonder you're not blind.
Tears, huh?
Why, these things would ruin anybody's eyes.
Oh.
Look at your eyes there, how red they are.
Well, look at Abner's. His is worse than Lum.
Yeah, and you fellas will have to have your eyes examined now, sure enough.
Well, you see, our eyes ain't got set to these glasses yet, though.
No, and they never will, neither. Abner, I can't see a thing through these of yours. Everything just runs together like a blur. I can't see nothing. Well, sir, I can't neither. You must be needing some glasses, too, Dick.
Yeah, that feller's with the circus over there at Belleville this week. If you want to, you can go over with us next time we run over and get you a pair of them, Dick.
Yeah, well, if I was needing glasses, I'd go to somebody that knows what they're doing to get my eyes fitted. Go to an eye specialist.
Well, that's what this feller is. That's all he does is sell spectacles. Got a whole case full of them.
Yeah, and a fella like that ought to be put in a penitentiary, too.
Huh?
He's committing a crime every time he sells a pair of them. Why, he don't care whether you fit your eyes or not. All he's after is the $3 or whatever he charges for the glasses. I know. I've seen them before. I've run them out of my store down there time and again. A man like that's usually a pretty smooth talker. Why, he can cause more damage and suffering in a war. Ruin more eyes. Yeah, I'll go to Belleville with you to see him, but if I do, he won't be selling glasses again soon, I'll tell you that. If a person feels like he needs glasses, why, he ought to have his eyes examined by somebody that knows what they're doing, an eye specialist. Somebody that's in that business.
Oh, Granny, reckon these glasses has had anything to do with these headaches we've been having?
Why, sure they have, Lum. Well, the wife told me that she'd sold more headache medicine there in the store this past week than we've sold in 2 years. And his eyes that's been damaged by that fake, it never will be right again.
Yes, sir, Dick's just right about that.
If you're through with them, Dick, I believe I better put them back on. My eyes are starting to burn here. Yeah, wait a minute. See, I've got both pair of them here.
Yeah?
Now, you may not like it, but I'm going to do you both a big favor right now.
Why, Dick, you busting them here.
Yeah, and someday you'll thank me for it, too, Lum. Now, the thing for you to do is go there to the telephone and call Squire Skim. Tell him to either run that fellow off that circus ground or have him put in jail as a fake. That's what you ought to do.
Well, Dick may not be an eye specialist, but we rather think he has the best cure for Lum and Abner's eye trouble. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's drop in for a minute at the Darwood home. Jean Darwood and her friend from next door have been listening to Lum and Abner. Here they come now. Listen.
Funny. Well, aren't they just as good as I said?
They're funny. I'm awfully glad you called me in.
So am I. Dick and I haven't missed old Lum and Abner once in months.
Who sponsors them, Jean?
Why, Horlick's Malted Milk.
Horlicks, eh? I've heard of that, all right.
I bet you have. Dick swears by it, you know. Drinks it every night.
He does? For what?
For sleeplessness.
Why, that's Ed's trouble, too. Does Horlicks really help?
Dick says it does. You should hear him talk about it. He looks much better, too.
I'm not surprised. Plenty of sleep never hurt anyone. Where can I get some Horlicks, Jean?
At the drugstore. But try some of ours. We've got plenty.
No, thanks, Jean. Something tells me we're going to need more than just a trial of Horlicks. I'll slip out and get some.
And that's a good idea, folks. Always be sure and have a package of Horlicks on hand in the home. Besides being a fine aid to sound, restful sleep, It has scores of other uses. You can get Horlicks at your druggist's in either natural or chocolate flavor. This is Carlton Brickert speaking for Lum and Abner and Horlicks, who now bid you all good night and good health.
Yes, enjoy you some malted milk. I may do that this afternoon after lunch. Some good malted milk never hurts. You're listening to Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Another episode of Lum and Abner in just a moment. Alrighty, this episode is from April 3rd, 1942. You've been hearing in some of these episodes how we've done talked about their motion picture premiering in 1942. Well, here is an episode from the premiere, allegedly, April 3rd, 1942, Lum and Abner.
The makers of Alka-Seltzer bring you Lum and Abner. You know, folks, we're mighty glad you've accepted our invitation to enjoy another visit with Lum and Abner down in Pine Ridge. And we'd like to extend another invitation to you, which we sincerely hope you'll accept. It's just this. On one of these days, when you get a chance to enjoy a little relaxation, if you happen to have too good a time, if late hours, too little sleep, or too much to eat or drink cause you to feel headachy and upset, won't you try the modern, pleasant Alka-Seltzer way to get real relief for these common after-the-party ills? You'll feel better fast, thanks to the soothing relief which Alka-Seltzer offers for headache, distress, and upset stomach. Try it, won't you? You can get Alka-Seltzer at all drugstores, either by the package or by the glass at the soda fountain. And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. How to do the most good for Pine Ridge with $10,000. That's the question that Diogenes Smith left behind for Lum and Abner to solve. In lieu of the fake $10,000 honesty contest, Diogenes left a check for that amount to the whole community as his farewell act. Lum has turned to the citizens of Pine Ridge and asked them to bring in their suggestions as to the best way of spending Diogenes Smith's gift to the town. As we look in on the little community today, we find Lum and Abner in their Jot-'em-Down store and library. Listen.
All right, doggies, look, Lum. This box here for suggestions is almost full already.
Oh, yeah. Folks has been bringing in their ideas and dropping them in the box all day long here. Surprising what one little call on the party line can do.
Yeah, well, did you tell them we actually had that check for $10,000 from Diogenes?
No, I just made it sound like it was a sort of a contest.
Oh.
Said, if you had $10,000, what would you do with it to do the most good for Pine Ridge? And I told them the Jot 'em Down store would give away a box of groceries for the best idea.
Oh, I see. Well, no wonder we've been getting so many suggestions. Well, come on, let's read them, Lum, see what they got to say.
Well, it's nearly closing time, so I don't reckon we'd be getting any more in today, no way.
No.
Set the box over here, Abner, so we can sit down while we read them.
Yeah.
That's the time.
Put it right here, huh?
Yeah. Hope we can pick out sort of idea that Diogenes would like, as long as this is his money and his plan and all.
Yeah.
Fact is, I wish he's here to help us decide. He knows a lot about doing good for folks and all that.
Oh, yeah. Listen to this one here, Lum. The best thing to do with that money is buy a terrible good pinball machine. Signed, Mr. Peterson.
Mr. Peterson?
Yeah.
That ain't from no Mr. Peterson. That's from Cedric. Let's see that handwriting.
Well, it says Peterson right on it there. Look there.
No, that's Cedric's. Yeah, look at that writing. Look how you spell machine. M-A-S-H-E-E-N.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a I someplace, ain't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, throw that away. Let's see. Here's one from Ezra Seastrong.
Ezra?
Yeah. I would take the $10,000 and build a new schoolhouse for our children, because this is where our young'uns get their start in life.
Well, that sounds good. I believe I'd vote for that right now.
Wait a minute, there's some more to it. I would suggest a good, strong brick building with a nice big office for the school board in it. I might have known Dad. He just wants that schoolhouse because he's president of the school board. I'm again this idea right now.
Yeah, well, I still think a nice schoolhouse would be an awful good thing, old Lum.
No, that idea's out. At least till I get elected back to my old job as president of the school board. Yeah, read some more of them suggestions there.
Let's see. Doggies, here's one from Clark Gable.
Clark Gable?
Yes, sir.
Well, what's he doing sending one in?
I
Oh, that's
don't know.
bound to be a mistake, or you read it wrong.
No, sir, his name's right on here. It says, I reckon ain't no one thing that would be better for Pine Ridge than to put in 3 or 4 pinball machines.
Oh, for goodness sake, that's Cedric again. Just compare that handwriting with that other one he sent in.
Oh, yeah, I thought him and Clark wrote an awful lot alike.
Yeah, I don't know what makes Cedric think he can fool us that way. Now, here's one that's all typewrote. It says, a good way to use the $10,000 would be buy a nice new shiny pinball machine, signed Grover Cleveland.
Grover Cleveland? Who's that?
Why, it's Cedric, of course.
Huh?
And I believe that's all that boy thinks about. I wish Luke Spears would fix it so Cedric could win on that machine at the restaurant just once. Then maybe he'd get this pinball idea out of his head.
Well, is Cedric's real name Grover Cleveland?
Oh, of course not. He's just copying down these names out of a book or something. Read some more of the suggestions there.
Well, here's one from Aunt Charity Spears. She says, why not put the money in some safe place and then just use it to buy victuals for folks that's hungry and soup and flowers for folks that is sick and ailing. Well, bless her heart.
Granny, that's just like Aunt Charity, ain't it?
Yeah.
Always thinking about doing for others.
Yes, sir, a body couldn't do no better than to pattern himself after Aunt Charity.
Yeah. You know, I believe if Diogenes could have stayed in Pine Ridge and picked out a winner for his honesty contest, I believe she'd have won the thing hands down.
Oh, of course she would, Doggies, here's a curious one.
What's that?
It's from X29 of the DTD unit. Says he can't give out his name because it's a military secret.
It must be a soldier. What does he say?
Says all the members of the DTD unit, Dick Tracy Detective Unit, think you ought to use the $10,000 to buy...
To buy what? Oh, wait a minute. That don't say pinball machine, does it?
Yeah, what it says.
Oh, to goodness. No wonder that box of suggestions got filled up so quick. Don't read any more that's in his handwriting, or that says anything about pinball machines.
No, I won't.
One more of them things would drive me stark raving mad crazy.
Well, here's one says, no, same thing.
Granny, listen to this, Abner. It's from Squire Skimp.
Squire?
He says, in the event that you are actually contemplating distributing a sum of $10,000 to benefit our peaceful and thriving little community,
big word,
I would like to have the opportunity of discussing this matter with you in private. I have several excellent plans which will triple your money in a relatively short time.
Yeah, mighty knowed we'd get something like it from Squire. Don't reckon he suspicions we actually got that $10,000 check, do you?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm a little feared of it. Somehow or other, that Squire can tell where there's money at without even seeing it. I don't know how he does it.
But maybe he was peeking in the window.
He can tell without doing that. I know one thing, though. That's one suggestion we ain't going to take.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Look who's coming up out there now.
Huh? Oh, Cedric.
Yeah, look, he's got a letter or something in his hand, more likely another suggestion for the box here.
Well, don't take it. Just ignore him.
Yeah, I won't hardly speak to him.
Yeah, we show him you can't put nothing over on us.
Yeah.
Pinball machines. It's the last thing I'd ever think.
Mind out.
Howdy, Mr. Lum. Howdy, Mr. Abner.
Howdy.
Boy, look what I got for you fellas.
Uh-huh.
A telegram. Just come in just now.
Telegram?
Abner, don't take it. It's just a joke.
Okay.
Here, don't you want it?
We ain't much interested in telegrams, Cedric.
Yeah, you better run on home, Cedric. We're awful busy today.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want me to do with the telegram? Do anything you like with it. Go ahead and read some more suggestions, Abner.
Yeah, this looks like a good one. It's from Mr. Barton. He says, I would do something...
You ought to look at this telegram. It might be important. I held it up to the light, and I could see that it come from Hollywood. Do tell. Who's it from this time? Mary Pickford or Shirley Temple? Go on, Abner.
Says I would do something big and important for Pine Ridge with that money. Something that would make our town known all over the country. Something that would bring a lot of visitors to Pine Ridge. That way, all the stores in town would do a big business and everybody in town would benefit by it. Signed, Mr. Barton.
Granny's Abner, he's on the right track, you know it?
Yeah, I believe he is, too.
Exactly what we need. Something that'll bring visitors here to Pine Ridge.
Yeah.
Some big thing. What's the biggest thing you can think of, Abner?
Elephant? No, I don't reckon many people come to visit an elephant.
No, I mean something like a World's Fair.
Yeah, that's a good idea. World's Fair. Let's have one of them.
No, I mean something like that. We can't have a World's Fair because them things cost too much. Besides, they've already had one.
They did, huh?
Well, you recollect the Columbia Exposition in Chicago, don't you know?
Yeah, I saw a picture of it. I never went to it. But
I'm getting tired of holding this telegram. What do you want me to do with it?
Tear it up. Throw it in the fire. We don't care, Cedric.
Well, I can't do that. It ain't mine. Here, I'll open it up for you so you can read it.
Never mind, Cedric. We never read them things.
Well, there. It's open now. Do you want it? All right, give it here. If you won't tear it up, I will.
Yeah, give me the envelope. I'll tear that up right now.
Oh, just a minute. Just a minute.
Huh?
This ain't from Cedric after all.
It ain't?
No, sir. Well, I do know.
What does it say, Long?
Well, I'll swan to goodness. Granny's Abner, I believe this is just what we're looking for to get visitors to come to Pine Ridge.
Well, what is it?
You'll hear in a minute. Let me ring up everybody on the party line.
Well, come on now. Tell me what it's all about, Long.
You'll hear soon enough. Just listen to the announcement I'm going to make. I'm giving them that fire alarm ring. That'll get everybody to the phone.
Huh?
Wait a minute.
Well, I wish you'd tell me what it is.
I'll make an announcement, and you can hear what I'm saying.
Dad blame it
I can hear them picking up the receivers all up and down the line.
Well, go ahead and talk to them, then, before they hang up.
Howdy, everybody. There ain't no fire. This is Lum Edwards talking. I've got an important announcement to make.
Wish you'd hurry and make it.
You know, a little while back, me and Abner finished making our second moving picture called The Bashful Bachelor, starring L. Edwards. That's me. I'm the Bashful Bachelor, and I'm in love with Zazu Pitts. It's the first time Cedric Weehunt and Squire Skimp's been in a picture, and I know you'll want to see him.
Well, tell them about me, Lum. I'm in it, too.
Yeah, Abner's got a little part in it, too.
Little part? I ride our horse in a race at the county fair and get kidnapped and get tied to a railroad track and almost run over by a train.
I can't tell them all about the picture now, Abner.
Huh?
Anyway, in this telegram, they want us to have a premiere of the picture here in Pine Ridge next Friday. and natural we're going to do it.
Premiere? Well, I don't know what it is, but I'm for it.
Now, me and Abner is anxious for all of our friends to see this picture because we're kind of proud of it. Of course, all of you can't get to Pine Ridge for the premiere, so it might be a good idea for you to call your local theater manager and ask him when he's going to show The Bashful Bachelor.
Darn on it.
Better step to the phone call right now, because the more calls he gets, the quicker he'll have it. And be sure and let us know how you like it. We want to hear. I want to know what you think of Squire and Cedric and all.
And me.
If we can't see you at the premiere, why, we'll see you at the theater when The Bashful Bachelor comes to your town. Goodbye and wonderful world.
Well, that certainly is good news, isn't it? Say, friends, when you buy vitamins, for economy's sake, you ought to know just how much you're getting for your money. Make it a point to read the labels, and be sure to compare the potency and the price of one-a-day brand vitamin A and D tablets and one-a-day brand vitamin B complex tablets with other vitamin products. One-a-day vitamins are carefully standardized, and their potency is guaranteed by the makers of Alka-Seltzer. Every one-a-day brand vitamin A and D tablet you will see contains the same amount of vitamins A and D to be found in 1.5 teaspoonfuls of USP minimum cod liver oil, and that's 25% more than your basic normal daily requirements. Each one-a-day brand vitamin B complex tablet contains 333 units of B1, 2,000 micrograms of V2, 250 micrograms of B6, and 10 milligrams of nicotinamide. Now, compare what you get for your money, both in potency and price, and we're sure you'll insist on one-a-day vitamins. Remember, just as that name implies, just one tablet of each once a day is all you take. So ask your druggist for one-a-day vitamin A and D tablets in the yellow box and one-a-day vitamin B complex tablets in the gray box. Look for that big 1 on each package.
The Bashful Bachelor was released on April 24th, 1942 by RKO Pictures and made on a budget of around $165,000. The box office was around $675,000, so it did make money, but it wasn't a great motion picture. Lum and Abner, Chester Lock, Norris Scott were in the movie, and along with Zazu Pitts in that as well. And there you go. And the Widow Abernathy, played by Constance Purdy. And the town sheriff, played by Irving Bacon. So there you go. That's yeah. There you go. Grady Sutton as Cedric Wehunt. So there, I'm looking through the list here. Let's see. And that's the most important name. Oh, and Benny Rubin as the pitchman. So there you go. A fun movie, and it is available for free download through the Internet Archive. Alrighty, and that is our special Classic Radio Theater podcast for this April 3rd, 2023. Visit our webpage, and that, by the way, that was from 1942. April 3rd, 1942, the Lum and Abner episode we just listened to. Anyway, visit our webpage, as you probably already have, classicradio.stream. Thanks for listening, and tell all your friends the great radio shows are right here, Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, on your favorite radio station.